The Offerings record, it's kind of strange how it came together because it wasn't a record that we necessarily were planning or thinking about for a long time. It came together really quickly. Worship has always been a big part of our shows and who we are, and almost every record that we've made has at least one or two, if not more, worship songs on it. And so as we've done shows for a few years now at that point, so many people would come up to us and go, man, I really love the worship element of your show. You guys should do a worship album. And we didn't, at the time, it's a very different day today. People were making worship albums all the time, but back then, if you did a worship record, for the most part, it was very inspirational music and a lot of strings and things like that. And so for us to kind of do a worship record, it was kind of a weird thing. It was different. And it's not like we were the first rock band to ever, Petra had done a worship record and some other ones as well, but it was few and far between. And so what we did was we had a lot of things that we had recorded live, and we thought we have a few new worship ideas, and we've got a bunch of live stuff, so let's kind of make an album that's half studio, half live. And we went in once again with Monroe Jones, and we literally recorded the studio part of it in a week. I mean, it was like 5 days and we were done. And then the rest of the record was already there from the live recordings. So we didn't think much about it. We were putting it out as a piece for our fans. We thought if we sell whatever, 30, 40,000 units of this, we'll be high-fiving each other. And I had no idea that it would be the biggest selling record of our careers.
Yeah, it was another one of those kind of special times where, it seems like it always works out like this, or not always, but so often, the stuff that you really plan for and really get into the minutia and the details of, and you're trying to make it big, a lot of times it ends up being underwhelming. And then sometimes when you shoot from the hip and you just kind of go with your instincts and you don't overthink it, you end up with stuff that's, it may not technically be the best, but it ends up reaching people in a way that, and it just connects with people because they connect with simplicity. And really Offerings was a pretty simple album. I mean, we would go in and just sort of, I remember there's one song, I think it was on that album, there was one song we did that was just like one take.
Oh, it was You're Everywhere.
You're Everywhere.
It was on that album.
And it's, if you go back and nitpick, you'll hear that it's not the most perfectly played song, but we captured a moment there that translated. And if we were trying to do that in a more calculated way, we would probably, it wouldn't even be the same song. We would have changed so much stuff. Mm-hmm. And again, that might be for the best, but it was just such a neat thing to kind of not take it too seriously and just go in there, record it, and then to see what it did. It blew our minds. It still does. I still can't believe the impact that album had.
I think too, it was a lot of people's first introduction to Third Day, and we didn't really intend for it to be this way, but because we had pulled all of these live songs that had been on the first 3 albums, it was almost the greatest hits in a sense. And then also by just capturing this worship thing, and it was like right at this moment where I think God was like moving through the church in this new worship thing that was happening. And we didn't really intend to do that, but we ended up being a part of that. And so it was just a great way for us to just introduce Third Day and just the heart of who we were and just the worship, just all in this one package. And people just really bought into it. And it was just an amazing moment in time.